He'll make his way someday. Wow, guys.
Whoa! What's
Would you
up,
believe
Lacoste?
that Koikva picked the Broodmother?
Whoa! All right, so is Lacoste going to big brain this? They've got the Mars, and they can just move that mid to cover them against the Brood. Is that what they're going to do?
Spiders and go farm anyway. It's not really that much about the lane domination these days. If you can get it, it's nice, but it's more about just farming ridiculously quickly, and I don't know how much Seb's going to be able to keep up with Koikva when it comes to farming.
Yeah, it's gonna start off by like her farming this and maybe the small camp here, and eventually once the mid tower is dead, she's gonna be farming this and this.
Oh no, we're gonna lose mid one as our first blood. Tiger and Boxy run him down.
Like it makes it so that these spider lanes just can't be bursted by just 2 skills even. Tiger. Ooh. That's what makes him so strong later on too.
Lane movements onto mid one. They're looking for the Drow here. Boxy will come in with a bash. Slithering Crush available next as well. No-Tail trying to heal him up. Actually going to pop a salve on himself to try and keep mid one nice and healthy. They do have so much damage on the side of Tiger and Boxy. Those mid one just tries to run herself away. The Drow looking like she might just survive, turning it around with the overcharge under the tower. Boxy getting low. Tiger as well. No-Tail will be able to take down the one of them. Boxy drops super low as well, but they get what they came for. And the trade ultimately pretty good for Liquid.
That means this high-level Mars plus Io, if they start to pair up together, it's going to be a lot of chaos on this map for OG. That's what I would like to see.
Certainly is. As they go in again, they are not done. They're looking for mid one. They want to hunt this Drown. They've got so much damage. This time, No-Tail has no salve available, so they're going to be able to get through mid one easily. That is a free kill, though. Seb coming in from behind. Unfortunately, will miss the spear, and now the Cursed Ground going to keep him locked down. Seb's going to roll in across here, but it looks like they've already made their escape on the side of Team Liquid. Joined Dota, the very first time we really saw Toxin impressing people, and he went to this Tornado Meteor Hammer build before anybody else, and people were like, this guy's pretty good.
It was very interesting.
Scandinavian stacks as now Mika is getting hammered in by Saxer and Thompson here. They've got a lot of damage, but he's got a Time Walk, and now, well, they're actually relocating into this one. They really want to bring him down, and they will be able to do so. The Shadow Poisons rip through his defenses, and Sanya trying to turn around a big Crystal Nova. It's going to get her out. It is not, but there is something else happening. It's here in the middle lane. Tiger makes the rotation into Koikva's lane, and they get a kill onto Seb, and this is going to be the middle tower going the way of the Spider.
Saxa. So nice play from them, trying to make something happen with these catapults. They are going to pressure up the mid tower anyway. I'm sorry, bottom tower. Mid one is a little bit of danger, I think. We're going to try to hunt him.
This sucks, but we'll focus on the Chrono Spear down in the bottom lane as they're going to sort of blow up Thompson, and now they look towards mid one as well. Both the cores in a whole world of hurt. They're both going to die. There is no chance of survival here. Meanwhile, well, they might have just found Koikva. Seb drops down the arena. No-Tail and Saxer trying to get the damage up onto Koikva, and with that Demonic Purge, they will be able to bring him down. In fact, No-Tail gets the last hit. They will kill off the Brood in response.
So that's what's happening right now. And this is one of the strengths of Broodmother. Constantly having that mid lane pushed out is going to give so much information to the rest of your team. Mr. Slaughter.
Well, Tornado into the MP, and from the low ground, the Drow comes in. There's the artillery, there's the damage. Boxy gets dropped, and now, well, Seb's going to drop down the arena, and the TP out is attempted. Is there any cancel? There is not.
Okay.
Thompson tries to go in with the Meteor Hammer, but unfortunately, it took a little bit too long to land in the...
It's alive, and they pop the arena. That's going to slow down OG's tempo just a little bit. They're going to wait for that to be up again before they make another play. Wow, Seb has a Desolator. When was the last time you seen an offlaner buy a Desolator 16 minutes in?
Yeah, I know, this is something special as he's able to take down the Spiders. Could be in some trouble here, though, as Liquid start to surround the Mars. He can't face every direction with this Bullwalker. Chrono's going to come down. That is a beautiful Chrono Spear catching out the relocate as it comes back in, but they've got the Cold Snap out onto Mickey. Deafening Blast going to come through as well, but mid one, can he really get out of this one? Gus will throw them all back, but unfortunately, they are just going to come in and take this oral Drought apart. See you later, so mid one, and straight into the rush side of Liquids.
OG still try to help him out, although they don't really have that arena, and they got completely punished for it. That's 3 kills and a Roche. Might just give it to Koikva, I think. They're gonna give it to Koikva.
They certainly do, and elsewhere, Saxer's being killed off as well. Whew, Liquid, they have sharpened their blades, and he's now pulling ahead of Seb. Seb, though, you know, also done extremely well. Both these mid laners are just super rich from each other because they didn't really just play against each other that hard in the middle lane. Might be setting up here. They might be looking for Koikva. It's a pretty hard jump here. They're going to try and go in with the arena, chaining him up pretty damn beautifully. They will bring down the Brood for the first time, but she has that Aegis and a BKB for round number 2, and Seb might have taken a step too far forward here as now Tiger gets on top of him with that Bethlehem coming on down. They'll tear him apart, and Thompson in a similar amount of trouble. He's getting jumped up by Koikva and Boxy. They're going to get him down. It's another hero falling as No-Tail tail will die.
Oh,
Mid-1
gets
finds
a
a
haste.
very fortunate haste rune to get himself away. But we're still looking to pick him off, but that's not going to happen.
But yeah, the tempo, like Liquid are just happy to just farm. Like that's Liquid's playstyle, right? They're always happy to farm until their hand is forced. Meanwhile, Boxy and Tiger are just gonna be running around like maniacs on this map, trying to get whatever possible space they can.
Jump onto No-Tail, but Seb's going to respond with the arena, just try and drop the Slaughter, and the Chrono comes down and doesn't really catch onto... Oh, just about catches No-Tail inside of it, actually, so they're going to be able to kill off the IO. And I look across, Mid-1's going to throw down the silence, but he needs to leave. He's got heroes all over him right now. They will deal with Seb, they'll deal with No-Tail, they'll deal with Saxa. But at least the Drow gets away again here. Mid-1 narrowly surviving this engagement. Awkwardly responded to from OG. They do get the kill onto the Slaughter, but it costs them so much. Liquid just trading so much better in this game.
That was an extremely smart play from Liquid.
Thompson trying to make the plays onto Insania here, but unfortunately with Tiger arriving, he's now in a spot of bother. The Deafening Blast comes out on to the Dark Willow, but it looks like Thompson will be going down. They've got the damage to bring him down. He shall fall, although Mid-1's looking for a bit of revenge. He finds one. They're going to look towards Tiger as well. Tiger does not have a TP to get out of this one. He's going to drop down with the Shadow Realm, but unfortunately when he comes out the other side, oh, Boxy coming in, trying to save the day. They drop down onto Mid-1, but they're just going to throw down the Demonic Purge onto Boxy. Liquid getting a bit carried away. Save your buddy syndrome, costing them dearly as they lose a second hero, maybe even three as they look in towards Tiger. Can they get the slowing arrow off? You bet they can. So damn fast, but now with that Kuiper TP, they will get themselves away. That is a scary spider.
I think this is his idea of like how to farm faster, but also get away from these annoying Liquid heroes who want to constantly hunt him.
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense, actually. It makes a lot of sense. Make himself as awkward as possible, but he could be in some real trouble here as they jump for the backlines, looking in towards the IO as Boxy starts to tap him down, not doing a hell of a lot of damage. No-Tail is very tanky, and he's still got the mech available as well, so we'll turn our attention towards Mid-1, who needs to be healed up, and that's not going to happen. Boxy's going to be able to finish off No-Tail, and they will get the both of them as both Mid-1 and the IO fall. Now look across towards Saxa. There's a diffuser. Oh my goodness, he gets shredded. Good night, Saxa. That is a very dead Shadow Demon, and again, every single time they find these engagements, they seem to be doing it in batches of 3. And once more, they're just pulling ahead with every single movement they make. Thompson on the run, Nikkei chasing him. He's got a Chrono if he wants to drop it, but I'm pretty sure he can do it without as they get him in the Bramble Maze. Thompson, nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, nowhere to go, but die. He's going to fall, and that is a 4th hero now dead to the side of OG. They are just falling apart. They're being picked off all over the place by Liquid.
It's not a huge counter, and then the Slaughter, as long as the Slaughter plays on the Brute's target, they're just gonna get killed off one by one on OG.
Pretty brutal, and it's a chaining together of kills as well. You know, they're so fast, they can just move across. They're looking for Tiger down here in the bottom lanes. They TP in, and they will have more than enough damage to shred the Dark Willow, and that's actually a big kill streak. But Kuiper gonna mirror the aggression up at top, so it looks like a tier 2 is being pressured at bot and top at the same time. Thompson going to do his best to see if he can...
They're going to defend this again. Oh, no. Mid-1, you better be careful. Oh, they're actually killing Mickey.
Getting low. Do they finish him off? There's the question. Doesn't seem like they can. He actually tries to try and walk away from the silence with the Manta, and now they turn around. Well, Mid-1 getting dropped by Kuiper as he jumps in the back, though. The Manta comes out from the Drow trying to get herself away, but she doesn't have any help. No one's coming to save Mid-1, and now they've got the Chrono Sword down onto Seb just to finish the job onto him. Mid-1 and Seb both falling. They will get the kill onto Boxy, and Saxa tries to go for the TP away. Bash comes in. Saxa dies as well. 3 heroes dead on the side of OG. I'm getting tired of saying that, people, but it just keeps happening.
They got the BKB on the Mars. That's the big one. Invoker has 200 gold to Lotus, but not as important as his BKB. They just want Seb to just go in.
Big wraparound.
Eat that damage.
He does see Boxy here. Is he going to drop down the arena? Doesn't seem like it just yet. There. Now the arena comes down, catching both Boxy and Tiger inside of it. BKB pops to stop that Terrorize from doing anything to him. They're going to be able to take down Boxy. Boxy buys back though. Liquid want to fight this, but Tiger's going to lose his life to the Force Rebuke. Meanwhile, on the backlines, they have Kuiper kind of locked down. She's got the BKB to pop to try and keep himself alive, and they'll move across and look towards Seb. Mars now getting beleaguered by the Liquid Heroes. Tornado not going to do anything to Kuiper with that BKB. They will tear through Seb. Now Thompson needs to leave. Kuiper doesn't have the sight, so he's going to be able to get himself out. With Roshan respawning, OG needs to bring some numbers to this, and I just don't think they have the manpower to try and fight up on this Roshan. In fact, they've come up to the high ground. Oh no, Insania was hunting, setting up for the kill onto Saxa. Now they are definitely not going to be able to do anything about this Roche pit. Kuiper and Mickey can go into the pit uncontested. The Sladar's going to come in as well, drop down the corrosive haze, and this Roche is going to go down like butter.
Definitely not going to be able to contest this. They will try, but he will die here, Thompson, for this. That's what it looks like.
I think you might be right. Not a particularly bold prediction there, Theban, as they will be able to drop down yet another hero. They're just trying to poke into the pit, as this Roshan will go to Team Liquid.
That was a really nice play from OG though, like smoke in, get that BKB. So we're gonna keep seeing that on pretty much every single target on OG. As soon as Mars died, he had no buyback because he just bought BKB. Roshan was just wide open for Liquid.
Yep, he is that key ingredient, and he's actually having some trouble here as Mickey and Boxy getting on top of him. Boxy's going to jump across, get the Slithering Crush in, does drop that arena, the tornado's coming out onto the Brood, but unfortunately, immediately hammer, beautiful chrono from Mickey, catches out the entirety of OG. They get absolutely torn apart, a buyback comes in from No-Tail, but mid one looking like he's already going to lose his life here. Mickey gets on top of him, takes him down, moving across the Stania, going to sing the song of her people, that freezing field is going to tear through OG, and they will lose absolutely everybody. Complete demolition from the side of Team Liquid. What an absolutely perfect chronosphere from Mickey. That was it. That's all they had in the tank. And they are going on tier. No, they're not going on tier 4. They're going on the barracks. Keeping it tame, Liquid, not getting ahead of themselves. This is OG we're talking about. They will fight to the very last man. And actually, Thompson looking to maybe slow some heroes down. And Stania kind of caught in the backlines, but they're going to jump onto the Saxon. They find their target immediately, and he is going to get completely destroyed. Meanwhile, mid one in some trouble. Going to pop the Manta. A buyback comes out from Saxa. Maybe they catch out Mickey here, but he is pretty damn quick with those time walks as well. There's nothing to really just stop him from running away from OG.
It's very hard for OG to try and make any aggressive moves without the Mars leading the way. He's pretty much their only frontline in this game. Oh, Thompson found a Mickey.
Oh, he gets the time walk down to the low ground, even with that demonic purge on top of him. It's not going to be enough to finish the job, I don't think, here onto Mickey. He's absolutely fine. Meanwhile, in comes the arena onto Quake, but they managed to catch him out on the side. He's got that Aegis though, so he's going to be coming back from round number 2. Liquid, do they want to come in and try and defend his second life? They most certainly do, and OG are going to respect that and back themselves away. Or maybe find themselves Tiger, but Insania, he's got himself a BKB. What's up, kids? Crystal Maiden has arrived, and the pair keeps him alive a little bit longer. Insania finding the value, will eventually get taken down by Seb here, I'm sure. Pretty alpha play from Insania, as Saxon's getting dropped by Koikfer in the backlines. They've got spider problems. They need to do something about it, as Seb's now getting jumped upon by Koikfer. Seb just trying to moonwalk himself away with that bulwark. It's not going to make a difference. Mid one getting off a decent amount of damage. He's not playing with Boxy on the side. Mid one needs to run though. He can't let Mickey get on top of him as No-Tail comes across, going to give Mid one the blink with the cheeky relocate. They're trying to just give it everything they've got here, but Boxy comes in with a 2-man crush. Mickey's going to follow up as well. They're chasing them up to the high ground. They do not care as No-Tail's going to get the TP back. The relocate and working in both ways, but now the Chronosphere gets dropped from Mickey. That allows them to get on top of mid one. Another 5-man wipe from Team Liquid. I think they might have won this game, and OG thinks so too, as they drop down the GGs. Liquid will take game number 1 in this best of 3 series, and that is pretty damn tasty from them.
That really was. That was such a good game from Liquid, honestly. And in terms of draft, this Brood had so much value.
I think they've got an amazing draft. I think they've done a lot versus OG, which I really like. You know, panel always, yeah, some of them were walking the line a little bit, some of them a little bit Liquid favored, but yeah, I really like what they're doing here, and I'm very interested to see how this one goes down. As Legion Commander caught out here, she does not want to fall right now. Luckily, they don't have much more. Oh yes, they do. They've got a Frostbite. They get in range for it, and Seb's going to drop. Thought he's going to be able to run away with the overwhelming odds, but let's have a look over towards this middle lane, as we've got Mickey and Thompson playing off against each other. The OD being picked. Obviously, this is the interesting hero. This is a hero we really haven't seen a whole lot of recently. And so far, so good in the middle lane. He's doing fine.
Yeah, and this is one of the things about Liquid. They got like players who can play all the roles, or all the lanes at least. Not really the roles are changing. Mickey going mid with Quake by carry.
No-Tail is dead. There comes the Welling Death to finish job. Mid one in some trouble, as well as the 4 heroes get around him. Mid one's like, what is going on? Why are there 4 heroes running at me under the tower? And the Frostbite will come through, and they will grab
Boxy.
Saxa. Oh, what an arrow from Saxa. He nails him. Down goes the Timbersaw, and that is a great trade for the Mirana, but at the same time losing. Down 1, oh, he just dies to the tower, okay.
All I know is Thompson, he's pretty high level. He can make rotations where OD can't, and he's going to look to try and get a kill bottom right now.
Oh yeah, OG, they are looking to put some fuel in the tank, and they're going to start off by moving on to the Timbersaw, though. Quakefoot look at getting jumped by Thompson instead. Switching the targets up, so they try to jump on the Visage, but the ODs come into this, but immediately walks in towards that Taunt. And Koifu's the one who's going to go down, but it looks like Saxa will be traded for it, and Mickey's got another one inside the banishment field here. Now it's going to be Thompson who immediately goes for the TP away, ultimate drop by Mickey. He's not going to survive. Thompson will fall. But, I mean, Liquid bring down literally every single hero in the game to get this kill. Absolutely, yeah. There's a lot of potential for Saxa to have an absolutely smashing game. As he has already, to be fair. And more TPs coming up to the top lane. Liquid want to make some action happen onto this Ursa. There's no teammates nearby to help out this Ursa. He's just going to get run down by the side of Team Liquid. No saving him here, unfortunately. Yes, it will fall. OG coming in, though, for a bit of a response here as they not the arrow onto Koik, though. He gets destroyed. Now comes out the taunt, the ultimate, the duel, locking down Foxy. It's going to be another kill going the way of OG. They respond harshly, and they bring down 2 heroes in response, and Sax are even looking for more, as Io needs melee heroes to play with, which I thought was quite interesting. Now in this second game here, they've got 1, 2,
He's got
3
a lot
melee calls to play with. He's got friends all over the place. A very popular man. Sax, they're going to have to avoid a couple of spells here. Unfortunately, he's going to be the one frozen up. In comes out Chakram, and comes a boulder from Tiger. They won't have enough to bring him down, though. As
Tiger.
No Tail's going to be able to get him away. They're instead looking across. They've got the duel, they've got the damage. They're going to be able to bring down the Ursa, and instead, No Tail juking them really hard here. In comes the Moonlight Shadow. Do they have the detection? They've got the damage regardless, but a neutral kick gets him. He gets a deny. What value coming out from No Tail here, playing with a happy feed. Now Thompson comes in on the cover of the Moonlight Shadow. They're going to be able to blow up the Timbersaw. Fantastic from OG. And they get a kill in the mid lane whilst all of this was going on as well. That was a solo kill made happen by Thompson onto the OG in the middle lane. You know, does want to be the carry eventually, but realizing he's going to need that item to help him catch up in this game. Well, that said, he's
good
on all the heroes on the side of Team Liquid now, so
exactly
what's happening in this match.
And why is it that? Because of all the space.
Ooh. OD's being jumped here. Tiger's going to dive into his rescue, get the silence. Is it going to be enough, though? I don't think it is. Mickey's going to get dropped by the Dissimulate from Thompson, and Thompson's looking for more. Sane's going to be the next target. He gets cut down by the double damage. Meanwhile, Seb trying to look for a target. Wants to try and find the duel, as Io's even going to relocate himself out. Gets Thompson out of there. He was on the Magnetize, but he keeps him alive. Though, unfortunately, mid one might not be so lucky, but the Magnetize actually going to run out. He's fine.
Whenever they see that Liquid are outnumbered. If they can kill Thompson here, that's huge.
Thompson.
Manta, okay.
No,
the bottle,
illusion,
the illusion. Yeah, I mean like Manta split, right? That's what.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. What do you call it? OG just gonna wait till Liquid show up after the smoke, and then they're gonna start hunting once again. Seb is going in. He's got blink, blade mail.
Looking, they get on top of Koik for so damn quickly. That blink dagger comes in. They will bring down the Visage. See you later, birdie. And we're flying today.
That's the one thing OG just want. Kills. So if Liquid just dish this tower, they're just gonna take it. If not, you're dead.
Pretty simple, but in the mid lane, they jump deep into Mickey and get insane here as a little cherry on that cake as well. 2 heroes going down. OG, this pressure is just ridiculous. It's saving people from Ursa, saving people from the duel. It is a pretty big deal, but he needs to be the one away from the fights. And also, you got to consider the fact that this Void Spirit has an axe. So that's a huge issue. He's just going to get silenced up, and then it doesn't matter how many charges you get on Astral Imprisonment if you're silenced. Once more, they're jumping in. They're trying to make the play onto Saxa here. They need to bring him down real damn quick, because there's a response coming in quickly from the side of OG. In fact, they're going to go straight into the backlines. A double banishment coming out from the OD to try and keep Insania alive. Insania, in fact, going to go for the freezing field. It's pretty damn nice. It's doing a decent amount of work. Void Spirit's going to lose his life because of this. Koika falls at the same time. Meanwhile, Legion Commander, she's getting jumped on by Boxy. Roll's going to connect. Oh, it's not. She's gone. See you later, Legion. She gets TP'd out by No Tail. What an amazing save from the IO. And it looks like they're only going to lose maybe mid one as well. Let's see, they're still playing around with this. But Zed's actually TP'd across to the middle tower to help out the Ursa. In comes No Tail flying on from the side, and all of a sudden the tables are turning. Moxie needs to leave. Another duel coming down. They get the big one, but the kick away from Tiger keeps him safe. And now Boxy rips through the fight, brings down Step instead. Nikke is actually the one who wins the duel, and now they look to take revenge. They get on top of this Mirana. Mirana gets brought down mid one with a BKB. He will be able to finish off Insania, but now he's in some trouble. He's just going to have to TP himself away. Should complete that one, but No Tail, he's going to try and get a tether across the range creep, but perfectly predicted by Tiger. And now he gets on top and kicking into the clutches of Boxy, and that is going to be a big fight for the side of Team Liquid as they bring down 4 there, as they killed off Thompson earlier, and he just comes wandering into the middle lane. He's pretty nonchalant.
Oh no, Thompson.
Oh, he's playing around. He's playing around. He's
wow.
playing around here. He's going to get himself
wow.
a kill from this. Thompson, what was that?
I mean, he made the trade. I'm not sure if that trade was worth it. I think Liquid are going to be happy with him.
Looks like he's heading towards this BKB. Mid one already has his and is going in towards Basher. And now in comes the smoke. Topson, Seb, Saxter looking for the movements. Meanwhile, they've got that reload available on the teddy bear, so he can be here whenever he... Oh, Tiger with the smoke pop. They don't know where he's here. They don't know he's here at all. He's in a perfect position to completely unravel OG's plan. As Topson does get on top of this OD, gets him caught up inside that taunt, but his team is not coming in to help him out. Now, mid one and No-Tail gonna get on top here as they will relocate themselves forward, try to cut somebody off. That didn't really work though. And now it gets a little bit awkward. They're trying to try and move across towards Tiger. Tiger won't fall, but he gets off a big magnetize in the process. He's actually gonna buy back into this one and try and take this fight. Liquid, they're here to stay. Meanwhile, Tiger comes back from the dead, trying to play around with mid one. Could be in some trouble straight off the bat though. 5 Fury Stripes already on him. He needs to stay away. Mid one, the BKB looking for some targets here, looking to do a bit of disruption. They'll get on top of the OD. That's a big target. He is dead for 50. Mid one moving across. Look at Boxy as he takes down Seb, but Boxy in some trouble as well, moving across the creep wave. He's got himself the timber chain available in just 1 second. Goes back in, blows up mid one. He turns it around. He's going to lose his whole life here to Thompson and Saxter, but they might be able to turn around and get the kill into the Void Spirit. He does get out that taunt onto Tiger, stopping the lockdown from coming through onto him. Can he finish the job? He's not going to even be able to bring down Tiger. He will get him with the urn, but dying for that is nowhere near worth it. OG once again end up narrowly losing the fight, but these fights are so damn close. Honestly, like Liquid, they're fighting as if it is. It's all about this Roshan, actually, as mid one's already taken it in fact, so...
Yeah. Mid one is really big now. He's got that Basher as well.
Immediately going in with a duel in the mid lane onto Boxy, but Liquid are looking to respond to this one. They want to see if they can bring down Seb in the time it takes for the team to get over, but Seb gets up the BKB, gets the big heals from No-Tail, and he's going to be absolutely fine. Meanwhile, they'll look across, they'll finish the job onto Tiger as the Earth Spirit's going to be the first one to fall. Thompson, though, dies the big ultimate from Mickey and Insania. They get the response, and they're actually the ones who hold the ground here and force back OG. They're just going to throw in a couple of spells, but no big commitment from him as he now chases forwards. Arrow's going to whiff, doesn't quite land onto anybody.
Like, OG is going to be controlling up this map. They're the ones who are going to have to make some mistakes in some initiations, and Liquid are just going to look to punish at the moment. I don't think Liquid is going to make any plays themselves. They don't actually have enough disables to be able to do it.
Walking up the high ground, saying hello to Boxy, but immediately going to get frostbitten up by Insania. But he's got that Abyssal Blade. He's going to throw it down onto the Timbersaw. Tiger's going to come across, try and help him out, but the yours comes down onto the Timbersaw, but it's not going to be enough to save Tiger at the very least. And now they're just going to instantly kill off Insania. Nice ulti. He tried for it, and now the duel comes down onto Boxy. He will fall as well. Mickey's going to delay the inevitable with the Astral, but I don't think there's anything they can do as Boxy comes back to life. Nice to chain down to low ground. Thompson's actually looking across to the OD. He gets out the taunt. He's in some trouble, and he is going to fall. Meanwhile, Boxy jumping across. Thompson's on his tail, though, getting on top of him to simulate across as in comes the Ursa. He is disarmed, so no Bash's few, but just trying to stay on top of this Timbersaw. Trying to limp back to his fountain, so instead I'll look towards Koikfer, and Koikfer is going to be able to drop here as the Abyssal Blade comes through again. OG find another 4 heroes dead on the side of Liquid. Just a little bit too hot for Liquid to handle currently. One more fight in them for the side ground, I believe. Oh no, Insania just getting jumped immediately. Arrow's going to connect as well. Bye. 50 seconds in the grave for Insania. Oh no, Liquid, they couldn't afford to lose a hero there. This means this lane of barracks is most certainly going to go the way of OG. They can't take bottom. There is a tier 2. Liquid do have a chance to take one more engagement. All the megas come through. Boxy actually finding Seb here. Seb has a BKB though. He's going to go for the duel. He goes for the duel to Tiger, the madman. This might actually pay off. Tipson's going to come through as well, but in comes that all-important Astral from the OD, keeping him safe a little bit longer, but Tiger will fall regardless, but he's going to buy back into this one. Meanwhile, they want an hotel, just trying to get themselves away. Magnetized on top of them, but Boxy is chasing. He's got the Yules available just about now. Is he going to throw it down? Doesn't look like it. Doesn't want to throw it down onto Tiger. He knows they can't kill.
Right? When OG decides to take unfavorable fights for them, and then Liquid is just like, okay. Oh, there's an arrow. Not going to continue on with this, though.
Moving on to Insania up in the top lane, and Thompson's just going to slice him up good and proper. Poor old Insania gets his eggs whites whisked.
They're just going to go bottom, take the tower, get Liquid out of the base, maybe. They don't have an Aegis anymore, though, on OG, so they might play a little bit more cautious until the Roshan spawns, or if they get a kill top. Okay, no cautious at all.
They just go onto the high ground and put the BKB on. Okay, it's under the tier 4s. That doesn't look cautious to me. Mickey got the takedown. Mickey buying back immediately. Tiger, though, he doesn't have buyback if he dies to mid one, which he certainly will. The tower's doing a decent amount of work, though, and that's at least going to force back the Ursa for now, but...
The only difference, though, now is that Thompson has a BKB. A 10-second BKB.
He does.
So this Frostbite, not a problem. The silence from Earth Spirit, not a problem for him anymore.
Ara's going to connect onto Zania, but Mickey is there with the save with the Astral. Going to use one onto Thompson as well, but the duel's going to come down onto Boxy as all of a sudden OG just appear on top of their faces. Boxy has gone 53 seconds, and that is not buyback available time for this Timber as they fight Insania in the trees as well. You cannot run, you cannot hide. OG will find you. They bring down the Crystal Maiden.
It's easier to take team fights around here as well for OG. This is Liquid's last hurrah. They're gonna go for it.
Final stand starts here, folks. Will Liquid be able to do it against all odds? It seems unlikely, but this team's capable of magic. Let's see. One just backing away at that tower now, looking over towards the Timbersaw. Timbersaw losing his life very quickly. There needs to be some sort of save. Quick, we're going to pop BKB and try and help him out here. They are keeping him alive for a little bit, but now the Invisible Blade comes onto the real target, and Nick is just going to die. No chance of responding, no chance of doing anything. Insania will go out with a bang, but they will go out, and game number 2 will belong to OG. And that was convincing. 39k gold advantage at 35 minutes into the game. 40 kills on the board, over a kill per minute. OG, they play to their strengths, and it works out perfectly for them.
I think they can play fast as well. This Venge is really scary in the hands of Thompson.
It's gonna be the bloodbath, you know. Both these teams, they want this big W. OG, they're busting out an aura strat. A bit. Oh, what's up? First blood.
You don't want to go up that hill. He realizes it very, very quickly, running himself away. Nice snowball dodge, though. Might keep him alive for the time being. And now Notel going to slide in across mid one, looking for an opportunity to maybe throw down a Lucent Beam or two to try and help out Saxa. Will stop the body blocks coming through with that patient usage of the Lucent Beam. Snowball not available for another 7 seconds, and Nisane is going to throw down another Fortune's End, and this is going to be the end of Saxa's fortune, as Liquid will draw first blood on the enemy Tusk. Yeah, it is going to take them a bit of time in this trial lane to get those level 2s, only just hitting it now at 2 minutes 20. Meanwhile, Seb seems to be having a pretty good time up here by himself. Not absolutely outstanding on the last.
All right, here we go, bottom.
He's alone, he's doing great. Oh yes, there it is, jumping onto Koikva, but that's a pretty big disarm onto both Notel and mid one. Stop them following up with that tag team, and Notel's still going to land the tether, and they will chase Koikva under the tower and get that kill. But meanwhile, mid one's having trouble with Boxy here. A proc, it's not going to happen. Proc's very fire, turns it around, baiting Boxy in a little bit, and now Saxa and Notel going to get on top of him. There is a mango available on the Tusk, so he's going to have both his spells available if he wants them. Come in, boys, we're going for a ride. Roll on forwards, 3 heroes inside the snowball, and that is going to put an end to Boxy on his Pangolier. 2 kills down here for the side of OG.
Like, if Taiga doesn't get these clutch kills on the side lane, that's when we're going to have a problem for Liquid.
And even rolling in to try and get that CS, I don't think he got that. Slightly unfortunate. He's also going to trade a bunch of his health as Thompson just right-clicks him down. I mean, this Venge ain't no joke. Meanwhile, down at the bottom lane, mid one's going to be able to bring down Koikva, but mid one is going to trade his life for this one as Insania makes the rotation in. Boxy's still fighting into Saxa and Notel. Notel is trying to keep Saxa alive with the tether. Insania is going to follow with the Fortune's End. Getting in range, the Purifying Flames, it's not quite enough with the Swashbuckle as well, but the heals have come through. Saxa stays alive, just living on the edge here. We'll see what they can do. So Thompson, I mean, beyond buffing up his Luna, what's his role in this game?
They want him again.
Oh, they certainly do. Fortunately, there's no disarms coming through, but Insania's actually wrapping around the back there. They have to respect this and get themselves away. They're targeting the Luna. Notel doesn't really have any heals for Luna. He's got to break the tether and just let her die. Actually going to get their 2 supports away. Liquid brings 4 heroes down to the bottom lane, playing the numbers game. Well, actually, that was looking great for mid one, actually.
Is it now? All right. He's about the same as the Enigma, offlane solo Enigma. I mean, Seb is the one who's been doing such a great job so far. Black hole top.
In they go on to the Spectre. It is going to be enough damage to bring him down. Seb pretty low though. Tiger wants to follow up. This mid laner rolling on in, and they will be able to connect once more with the Fortune's End, but unfortunately they can't quite get on top of that Enigma. And Sione meanwhile just taking some chunks out of Saxa. Tiger, he's got a roll available, doesn't really want to overcommit to this one with only 2 rocks, so they're going to have to chill out. And that's just going to be a free kill onto the Spectre. Only costing them a black hole, which Seb happily uses. Meanwhile, down in the bottom lane, they get a kill onto Koikva as well. Liquid, it's all getting a bit reminiscent of game number 2.
They just shove the lane into the tower, then they go straight into the Ancients, farm that up, go back bottom, shove the lane once again, and OG are pretty much farming on 3 lanes, very happily.
Glorious. And No-Tail finds a shovel. This little ball of light's going to dig like his life depends on it. Meanwhile, Thompson in the middle lane being jumped right now. Horn's going to come through as well. They really want to try and bring down the bench. He's going to go for the 2 meter swap. Is it going to be able to save her? Doesn't look like it, although saying that they will finally get the jump. Meanwhile, the ultimate comes down from mid one as he comes into this and gets himself a kill onto Boxy straight off the bat. Snowball forwards into Insania, making out the high ground. Going to be able to now turn around and dish out a bit of damage as Saxa instead will fall, but mid one does actually find the Lucent Beam. And now No-Tail getting very low, still wants to keep the tether onto mid one, has to break it. He's going to get run down, jumps across. It's not enough. Kind of right kick. I don't know. Meanwhile, mid one under the tier 1 tower, trying to fight up for all he's worth, but he is going to fall by the looks of it. But Thompson gets a return kill with his little illusion. And that is going to put an end to things here in the middle lane.
And Roshan only at half HP, this would be so good. If they can actually win a fight here and take this Aegis away,
they need to get in here so quickly though. Roshan is getting low. Tiger's going to roll in, sees Roshan's HP and immediately gets bashed up by him. Thanks, Rosh. Whose tier do you want anyway? As No-Tail going to slide across to join in mid one. Boxy just trying to disrupt things. In comes a Horn. They're trying to find themselves a target as No-Tail is going to get blown up immediately. Now they're jumping across, looking onto the front lines. Thompson, it's going to be the new target maybe, but Tiger's gone down in the meantime. And Mickey with the blade nail trying to do the work. In comes a black hole from Seb. He's low on HP, but it doesn't really matter. They'll be able to kill off the Spectre. Koikfer in some trouble as Thompson takes him down, getting pretty low himself, but the Snowball's going to save him. Up to the high ground they go, looking for Boxy. Boxy will fall. 3 dead to the side of Liquid, 2 on the side of OG, but it might have just been enough. Insania going for the TP away, just about makes it in time. And that will finally put an end to things in this little engagement.
But they're just going to get Roshan on OG. This is so good. And look at Thompson. Look at his item build. Yasha into Glimmer Cape. Like this is such a strong bench. Liquid, oh man, things are looking so bad for them. Like this Viper offlane has been pretty much figured out, right? Everybody just tri-lanes this Viper offlane and destroys his early game. You can see what's happening right now because of it.
Oh, Ben's getting caught out a little bit here though. They've got the vision down. Boxy going to be able to chain lock him in these little cliffs, just controlling him up. But the Snowball from the high ground keeps him alive, moving him across. Boxy still managing to get on top of them though. Can they finally get through Thompson? Yes, they can. Saxa in some trouble as well, regretting his decision to come in and save his captain, as they will be able to drop both Thompson and Saxa.
Like any carry that's a free game like this is pretty much going to dominate, right?
Yeah.
So mid one just taking full advantage of that and having this hero who can also farm extremely quickly.
Liquid looking to make something happen here. They've got the black hole in 9 seconds on the side of OG. As meanwhile, Tiger's just going to get completely obliterated. He rolls into the fight and gets killed off very quickly. Liquid realizing their opportunity to go is long past. Now they just need to survive. Boxy hiding in the tree lines, quaking as the swap comes out from Thompson, bringing Insania into a whole world of hurt. A swap, another swap from Thompson as he's getting himself further into the base. The black hole comes down, just catching out Koikfer. Seb lands it on the edge. Boxy's going to come through the Snowball to stop him getting bashed up. And No-Tail's going to come in and try and keep Thompson alive. No one's just dying on the side of OG.
Wow.
They're keeping everybody alive, and now Boxy could be in some trouble. They've got the shot, they've got the damage. They'll bring down another hero. 4 dead on the side of Liquid. That was a buttery perfect Dota from the side of OG, not letting a single hero die.
17 minutes into the game with 6, like it's crazy.
Insane. So difficult to play into. So difficult from Liquid in this position to actually come back into this one, but they're going to try and make the play happen here as they drop the Haunt immediately, just trying to catch him out by force. Who will they jump? Thompson's going to be the answer. Can they bring him down? I think they can. It doesn't look like they're actually interested in saving him. Meanwhile, Tiger's trying to set up for Seb here as well. Meanwhile, the rest of the team, they've got to deal with the Illusion as well. The Illusion's actually doing a decent amount of work to bring Koikfer pretty low. No-Tail going to TP back in though. He's going for the TP away. They need to finish him off here, and yeah, they will be able to do so. Mickey gets him top. Meanwhile, Seb, he's also in some trouble. The roll across from Tiger. He's been on them this whole damn time like a rash. They're gonna be able to get him. And now Saxa. It's just one after the other. Saxa can't get himself away. Finally, the chain will break, and OG will lose 4. Liquid are not wasting the opportunity. They know that their only chance to come back into the game is to like make the decisive call. It was fantastic. There was no hesitation at all. Like the moment it happens, it's just like boom, boom, boom. Every spell in the world thrown in their faces. Is yeah, Mickey's getting caught out there, reflecting a lot of damage. Almost brings down Saxa in the process. Wow. Won't do so, and that's just going to be a death Spectre, which is not really what you want to be hearing if you're a Liquid fan.
Bottom, Seb outnumbered here.
Seb has dropped. Boxy going to be actually saved at the very last second by Insania. Can he get himself out? Going for the TP back to base, and that should keep him alive. Insania trying to copy his success, but unfortunately will just get killed off by mid one. Doesn't even bother cancelling the TP. Just leaves him with the promise, leaves him with the hope.
They're probably strong enough, right? They just bring Liquid there, then they get the big black hole plays. Benj is quite strong too at the moment. But right now, like OG, they're just timing this rapier with the rush. They want to make sure it's just close enough. Then once they take the Roshan and then they pick up the rapier.
Tiger with the roll in, the toss back onto the Tusk, but unfortunately they were waiting inside the pit for him and they bring him down. And look at Boxy, he's rolling through. He thought he was immortal, but he gets completely shredded. We're going to look across towards Koikfer as well, onto the high ground. We shall go, rolling on in onto this fight, but the punch up into the air as mid 1-7 Hotel surrounds him and they'll be able to kill off yet another. Liquid in a flash. Lose 3 heroes. They thought they were getting the catch out there. They thought they were going to be able to just bring down that Tusk nice and easily, but that is not the case. OG, they don't even care about Roshan.
That's a free rax.
They're going for the barracks, and with these pesky glaives, they're going to be able to get them easily. Tiger rolling in, Horn going to pull off as well. They're looking for No-Tail in the back as Mickey tries to single it out, but meanwhile on the front, well, they're looking for a target. Boxy going to jump through, huge shield crash onto everybody as mid one pops a BKB, pops the Eclipse, try to turn it around, big black hole coming down as well, looking down the Spectre, looking down the Panga. They are both dead and out of the equation. Tiger's going to be next on the list. They are getting low on Luna. Is it going to matter though? It is not. They take down Koikfer, they take down Insania. Everybody dead on the side of Liquid. The tier 4s are being attacked. That is going to be it for Team Liquid. The double G's drops and they are gone. They are out. OG will take the victory 2-1 over Team Liquid.
Didn't even need the rapier in the end.
Shame, kind of. You know, I was kind of hoping for that rapier coming out at the end. Would have been a nice ending to the series.